Hi, I'm Jeff Kaster. I'm the chair of the 2011 Collegeville National Symposium on Lay Ecclesial Ministry. Today is the second day of the symposium, and we have spent the morning discussing 8 theological consensus points that theologians who have been working in the last 3 years and writing different essays on lay ecclesial ministry have come. And we shared that with the entire symposium community this morning. And then what happened was we've had conversation at small tables, and we've had conversation with authors about, what do we think about this, and what kind of questions do we have, and what can we agree with, or what would we modify. And what's exciting is, there was time to talk with the authors about this. Lunch tables were abuzz with chatter about all of this, and in a short while, at our small group time, we'll get together and go over each of those points and either endorse them or endorse them with modifications or not endorse them. So it's a way of taking the theological work that we've done here and then share it with symposium participants to see if they can agree with it or not, and then we'll share those results back with everyone and put it on our website to say these are the points theologically about lay ecclesial ministry, vocation, and authorization that have the most resonance both with the theologians and both with pastoral leaders from across the United States. So that's very exciting. As I've been talking with people this morning, Dr. Nancy Ammerman, I just talked to her. She's leaving after a keynote, and I just asked her this question. I said, "Okay, so what have you heard? What's the key thing?" And she said, if I was going to boil it all down, I think it's in a sense risk reward. What are the risks of moving towards authorization of lay ecclesial ministers, and what are the rewards? And she just said, I think you're really grappling with those issues, and I just think that's a really good insight. And so, what this symposium is designed to do is to provide the space and the time to talk seriously about lay ecclesial ministry from a lot of different perspectives. And one of the key things is to check out the risks and rewards, and it comes in so many different ways. The Hispanic Latino community has different answers to risks and rewards, perhaps than the university community might have, or diocesan directors might have, or ministerial organizations. So what's interesting to me is we're hearing so many different perspectives on everything, and so we're trying to figure out what can we really agree on. So that's an exciting thing.
So what will the work after the symposium include? What kinds of steps or projects are planned?
Well, one of the things we'll do is we'll take all of the reports that were generated here and we'll put them up on the web for everyone else to see. In September, on the 12th, we've been invited to give a report to the USCCB Secretariat on Laity, Women, Family Life, and Youth. So we'll synthesize all that we learned and give that report, and we'll also put that report up on the web. Perhaps the biggest initiative is by the end of this symposium, we will have recommendations that are published, and we'll have commitments, hopefully from the 43 co-sponsors, saying, I'll work on this. We will also have about $30,000 taken from the co-sponsorship fees to help fund ongoing research. So organizations can apply for research grants or to fund things that are going to advance excellence in ministry and lay ecclesial ministry. So that's kind of what we see this as, one step in a long journey.
And would you have any words of encouragement for people in parishes now doing lay ecclesial ministry? What can they gain from all of this?
Well, I think the biggest gain is that lay ecclesial ministry is being taken seriously here. We have bishops here, we have bishops' committees here, we have university theology departments here, a number of them. We have all sorts of national ministry organizations. All of us are talking about what does it mean to have a vocation as a lay ecclesial minister. What does it mean to be authorized as a lay ecclesial minister? So just that we're talking about it and that there'd be 230 people here talking about this says this is really important. And I think for too often in too many places, lay ecclesial ministers feel not very valued, or they work very hard to share God's love and the church's mission, but I think sometimes we're not as acknowledged. And that acknowledgement sometimes diminishes our capacity to do excellent ministry. So this is one step in that journey.
Thanks, Jeff.
You're welcome, Elaine.